Hey, thank you so much for being here. I'm honored and excited to talk with you today, and I appreciate you coming on today. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
So I know we've talked. I mean, we still work together, and we talk, often. But I wanted to ask you, through this Create Your Life challenge, we really are talking about, tuning into yourself, identifying your emotions and releasing them, and learning that everything in life is a choice, and really connecting with your true self, your heart center, to love the life you live. And when I first met you, you weren't necessarily loving the life you were living.
No.
And what made you reach out to talk with me?
Well, it was the beginning of the quarantine, and I thought that once my life was a little bit more stable, um, like sleeping at night, having a schedule, I will have the life that I wanted because I was getting paid just being at home with my kids. But then I realized that I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going to. I was just like a zombie, just
Mm.
feeding them, feeding myself, going to bed, playing with them, but I was not actually there. That means for me, that was, even though I was in the exercising, thinking that's, taking care of myself, and it was a way to improve myself in a goal that I wanted to, it was not enough. I wanted more. Um, I wanted a community, somebody that I can talk to, somebody that I can reach out, and that I'm not by myself. Um, and I reach out because what I feel is that even though I was by myself and I was able to like have my time for myself and say like, okay, this is my time for the gym. This is my time to take a shower and actually enjoy myself. It was never fulfilled. It was never complete. There was always something missing, and that was me.
Mm.
Um, you have a meeting in Facebook that I joined, and I listened to it, and it got my attention, not completely, because I didn't know how true it was or not. But now that I'm living it, I can tell you it's completely true. And I'm so happy that I take the chance on it and I give me opportunity to know myself and to better myself. Just it
So you were a little
is.
bit skeptical in the beginning?
Oh yes, big time, big time. Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Awesome. And taking that even though there was skepticism, still having that conversation, and making that commitment and investing in yourself. What do you feel has been the three areas of your life um, that have changed the most?
Wow. Well, I have manifested a new job. I'm on it right now. And that is amazing. I am really excited for this job. I have been there 3 weeks and I
Woohoo!
did it with the manifestation. I also, something that changed is that I am present. I am enjoying the moment. I am allowing myself to feel the good, the bad, everything, but I don't stay in the bad moments. I appreciate them to showing up. I appreciate them to be here with me and show me that something maybe needs to be or improve, or I need to learn something from it, but I'm not stuck in that mindset. And my mindset is, I think, the biggest change of all. My mindset was, I was said before, it was just a zombie. I felt like I was needing to sacrifice for my kids, being a single mom, and I was needing to just go to work, make the money, give them food, make sure that they're in school, and that was it. That was my life. That's all it is for my life. And now I see it completely the opposite. I see that I go to a job that I enjoy. I cook the food that I really want to eat and that, is good for them and for me. And now I can just take them to the park and just enjoy that time with them and being there. Like it's not the same as being there and I'm in my phone or I'm half asleep or I'm talking to a girlfriend because, it's so boring just to watch your kids playing. No, I'm on it. I'm with them in the mud, playing around, and it brings me so much joy.
That's
It's a life changing. Yes. Yes.
amazing. How, as a single mother and the sole proprietor of your household, how did you justify investing in yourself?
It was a really tough decision because you need to check your bills, make sure that everything is paid, that you have a house, that you have food. And I think that the biggest thing is the more that I invest in myself, the more, what is the word? Help me out. I want to say fruit comes out, but it's not fruit. What is the name? Like more good comes into your life
Mhm.
because you're open to bigger opportunities. I lost my scared. I gained confidence. I gain more peace in my life. I'm open-minded. Um, it just it just opened completely a different point of view that in investing in myself, it was the best decision ever. Like everything just opened from that moment on. And if you tell me if I go back in that moment, if I will do it again, yes. That there was moments that I was not knowing how I was going to pay and suddenly the money arrived. Yes, that is true too. I don't know how the universe just take over it and I just trust it. And it has been helping me since then.
Awesome. And it is true. When you make a decision to invest in yourself, the universe shows up. When you make a decision, any decision, the universe shows up. It's in that indecisiveness where the universe doesn't know how to support you. So, um, so you made this decision. The universe is supporting you. You're able to do it. How do you manage working nights? You were homeschooling the kids at the time because we were going through COVID. I mean, you're still with me now, but you were when you first started, um, homeschooling the kids, working nights, living, and still taking, investing in the time in the coursework. How did you manage to do all that?
Um, that is a really good question. I start with schedules. Um, they will come out sometimes and come sometimes they didn't go by the schedule. But in that moment, I think the biggest thing it was my mindset. It was going with my heart and don't get frustrated if it was not happening in that moment. But I always find that time, or I did find that time whenever I was homeschooling them, being able to do my homework, to listen to my notes, to um, being part of the group. And sometimes life happens, and my kids were part of the group too. They were saying hi and not being able to sleep yet, but um, that's something that I just work around it. And I, I know that if I didn't give myself the time to be with you guys, to learn from you, to learn all your magic tricks, I know I will still be probably stuck in the same mindset, in the same little universe that I had, and I'll have a whole a whole new beginning, a new life. Um, I just you just find it because you know it, you like it. In the moment that you start from the first meeting, you want more and you don't want to stop. You start doing your morning routines and you don't stop them. And sometimes morning routines starting with your affirmations, maybe sometimes you cannot do it like sitting down, but you're doing it in the shower, you're doing it driving to work, and you just keep going. You find those 5-10 minutes, 10 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
Even though if it gets cut off, well, that's exactly something that happens, and it is okay. It is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Something comes to teach you too.
That's amazing. And Stephanie, if you could share, if somebody's listening to you, when someone's listening to you and they're, going through this create your life challenge and, really wanting to create their life that they love and love the life that they live, what piece of advice could you give them?
Some of the homework is a little bit hard. I will say number one, give your time. If you don't have a schedule, make yourself a schedule to make sure that you watch the videos, to make sure that you do the homework. Some of them will make you cry, but after the crying, it always comes something good. And some of them, they just are so peaceful and so loving, and it just makes your heart bloom. That means it just, nothing is perfect. That I decided that I'm perfect to imperfection, and I'm loving that. That means just keep going, don't give up. We all have layers that we need to take off, and new ones come out, and we just do it again and do it again. But you will enjoy your life so much more after you finish this challenge. That is for sure.
Awesome. And what would you say to someone that's looking to invest in Fruit of Freedom but hasn't made the decision yet?
Oh my goodness. Worth it. 100%. Give yourself the chance. You deserve it. You, even if I didn't thought that I deserve it, I thought that I was a nobody. I thought that I was with no soul. I didn't need anything other than my kids having a good life, and I was all the way in the bottom. I know now that I deserve it. I deserve better. That I know that I have a life here and there's a point of it. I don't know yet my journey, but right now I'm loving it, every second of it.
That's awesome.
Yes, do it.
I so appreciate you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your words of wisdom and yourself. I know that there's growth in sharing your story. So here you are on to the next layer as you open up and share more. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Brenda.